Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to the channel as well if you're new. In this video, we're going to do a full update on Sui. All right, it's been a while since I covered Sui, and I do see the comments. Right, quite a few people have requested an analysis, have requested an update on Sui. So here we are. But the key reason why I haven't covered Sui so much on the channel lately. It's just that the interest, even though there is interest, right? So that's why I'm making this video right now, and I'm probably going to call it some sort of an urgent Sui update, because right now we're at a pretty critical level for the continued price action of Sui, the price action over the course of the weekend, and the news over the course of the weekend, you know. And then I'm not talking Friday, of course. But that has been relatively good. We've had some good news, so that's good. But still, Sui really needs to reclaim this level at 2.9. So therefore, I thought, okay, people have been requesting it. We're at a crucial level as well. We'll make an update. But honestly, not that many people have been interested in Sui anymore, which is not great. Because Sui, obviously, or at least there have been times where I've spoken about Sui and I said, well, you know, maybe this is the next layer one. Next major layer one blockchain. And if you take a look at all the chains right now, you can actually see chains. So if you take a look at all of them right now, you can see Sui is top 10, right? But Hyperliquid has gone past it. Arbitrum is much bigger. Base is much bigger. Plasma even is much bigger. Plasma at this point of time is the 6th biggest network, so that's pretty major. And Sui is down 18% in the 7-day TVL change, which is by far the most in the top 15, right? So Sui is losing a little bit of its shine. Now, does that mean I'm bearish on Sui? No, right? And that might sound strange, but no, I think Sui has a major community. I think when we're talking about the DeFi ecosystem, obviously with the Cetus hack back in April or May, that really put a dent in the reputation of Sui. But ultimately, Sui is still, when we're talking about the TVL, it's very stable. We've had some major TVL increases right here at the beginning of October. Now, some of that was liquidated over the course, well, since Friday. So that's also why it shows that there's a massive TVL decrease, even though that's not really the case, I would say. There's just been a massive increase in October, and that has reverted back to where we are. But no, the TVL is relatively stable. DEX trading volumes are relatively high. So I'm fundamentally actually bullish on Sui, regardless of this sentiment, right? But technically, like I said, with all the bearish pressure, we pushed down quite severely. On Binance, Sui pushed down all the way to 60 cents, which is major. But ultimately, Sui has mostly been consolidating since April. And that is why we are right now at a critical level. Because we are trying, I'm going to delete this trend line. I don't think it matters that much. I mean, we've reclaimed that, so that's a bit of a bullish confirmation, but okay, doesn't matter that much. I think the most critical level is right here at 2.9. Right, 2.9 historically, like what the last time we dropped down below that level in June, that was also the level we reclaimed, and then we started with recovery. And right now, Sui is trying to reclaim that level at 2.9. Intraday resistance level, 7-day rolling VWAP there, right there as well. So the big question is, and that's why it's critical, can we reclaim that? And even though the fundamental situation is still relatively unclear, when we're talking about how the general financial markets are reacting to the situation right now and the easing we saw yesterday, and you know, historically, when you talk about ranges, like Sui has been in for the last months, for the last 6-7 months, historically, when we drop down below that, it's always most likely will revert back into the range, right? Especially when there's market-wide recovery going on, which is going on right now. So I'm not super bullish on Sui right now, technically. Fundamentally, I think it's doing good. Fundamentally, I still believe in a Sui season at some point of time coming. I just don't see enough confirmation for that right now, but I do see enough confirmation to reclaim 2.9 and to regain stability above $3 at least, right? And from there, we'll see again. I mean, if I actually do see some momentum coming in for Sui, I'll be the first to tell you, but for now, that's it. That's what I would expect, and that's what I think you should be ready for as well. So thank you for watching, everybody. Take care, and bye.